This is Mix 1041 WCLE Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. And download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today will bring up a resolution calling on Vice President Pence to remove President Trump from office through a majority vote of his cabinet. If that doesn't happen, she'll hold a vote on impeachment, calling the president guilty of insurrection for inciting the riot at the Capitol last week.
Sadly, the person who's running the executive branch is a deranged, unhinged, dangerous President of the United States.
Speaker Pelosi on CBS 60 Minutes. That riot at the Capitol is costing the president business.
PGA America is cutting ties to President Donald Trump, voting to take the PGA Championship event away from his Bedminster, New Jersey golf course next year. Calling it a political situation not of our making, the CEO of PGA of America says their feeling was, given the tragic events of Wednesday, that they could no longer hold it at Bedminster.
Fox's Sal Giangrasso. America's listening to Fox News.
Capital Tire Service, downtown Cleveland, your local Michelin dealer since 1967. Providing Cleveland with quality products and services for over 50 years. Come see Freddie or Tony in downtown Cleveland for a great deal on Michelin tires.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning. It is Mix Mornings. Welcome back to Bridget.
Good morning.
It's been a while, Bridget, since you and I have shared.
Oh, hey, Austin.
What was that? Austin's in his, he's back at his Pentecostal service yesterday.
Carried over.
That's why we need a microphone in there. Anyway.
Have one in there.
Yeah, I don't know. So you all right? You feeling okay?
I am, yes.
Good.
Feeling great. Glad to be back. I needed the break from you.
Yeah.
But
well, everybody does.
Yes.
Everybody needs a break from me every once in a while. Wonder why my family had left. Sitting there by myself in the basement, me and Annie.
They've been on a 6-month vacation, haven't they?
Just whatever. All right. That could be. Need to check that call out. We're expecting Congressman Fleischmann not till 10 after, but he may be early. I've talked to him already this morning. So Congressman Fleischmann announced he is positive for COVID-19. Announced that last night. He's been in quarantine after making close contact with Congressman Gus Bilirakis, who recently tested positive for the virus. Congressman Fleischmann told our news partners at Channel 3 they came into contact last Saturday. A bunch of the congressmen share apartments, and he shares an apartment with Bilirakis, again, a Republican from Florida. And so he received the news hours after the U.S. Capitol was stormed by supporters of President Trump. Now, Congressman Fleischmann said the riot was going on around the same time that his tweet was posted, so he could not see it or even get the congressman's text at that time until later. He is complying with CDC guidelines. We'll talk with Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington. He's quarantined. Like I said, I spoke with him by text this morning, and he said he's doing well. But anyway, we're going to talk with him at about 10 after. So it's a very, very timely interview this morning. You know what? We've got several timely interviews this week. We've set up several interviews this week, including one of my favorite teachers of all time, Dr. Bob Barnett, Wednesday morning, and the former President Reagan's former communications director, Tom Griscom, will join us Friday morning. We've got a lot to talk about this week. I believe it's going to be a very consequential week in this nation. And so we're going to talk about it and try to cover it as best we can from the local and state angle here on this station. Let me also tell you, our news partners at Channel 3 report that state officials are launching a statewide online scheduling system in the coming days for COVID-19 vaccine appointments. You've heard about the vaccine rollout nationally. It is slow. About 7 million people have been inoculated at this point, and that's a very small percentage. About of the nation, about 3% of the state has been inoculated. The effort aims to prevent people from having to wait in line for hours and sometimes be turned away. That, according to State Health Commissioner Lisa Piercy. We're going to try to talk with Lisa Piercy, Dr. Piercy, this week about this, and so it's a big week. And also, our friend, Cleveland City Councilman out of the 1st District, Charlie McKenzie, died Saturday night. Charlie represented the 1st District the last 11 years, reelected in 18. He's a 1968 graduate of Cleveland High School. Graduated with my mother, Bridget. McKenzie, longtime constable, worked in transportation, took a lot of, probably thousands of children to and from school. He was a bus contractor in Bradley County schools. He update you on the funeral arrangements as they become available. 7:07, we're going to be speaking with Congressman Fleischmann here in just a few minutes, live from the Capitol, or really live from Washington this morning.
Been dreaming of a new home for months or years? Or perhaps your perfect home popped up out of the blue. The Southern Heritage Bank Home Loan Dream Team is Bradley County's #1 mortgage lender. We are right here. We are ready to help with unbelievably good personal attention to your every detail. At Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, let's get the very latest virus cases from the area. It's brought to you by your friends at Laboratory Service Center. Schedule your COVID-19 test, a new flu test. Very important to know the difference. ClevelandTest.com, ClevelandTest.com, and we'll go back to Bridget.
All right, here are the local active COVID case count numbers for our listening area. Bradley County, 1,231. Hamilton County, 4,451. McMinn County, 606. Meigs County, 134. Monroe County, 592. Polk County, 199. And Ray County, 546. That's the Mix 1041 local active COVID case count, brought to you by Laboratory Service Center in Cleveland. Register at ClevelandTest.com.
Stay with Bridget. Bridget back this morning, and stay with you for traffic. What's up?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, North Lee Highway, and anytime at DonLedford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. This traffic report is brought to you by Andrew Johnson Bank. See Andrew Johnson Bank for low-cost business checking and commercial loans for real estate, construction, or any other purpose.
All right, we're going to keep it right here. We're going to our volunteer Ritapest Mix line. We're joined by 3rd District United States Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Good morning, Congressman. How are you?
Steve, well, I've been better. Unfortunately, yesterday I had 2 positive COVID tests from the House Physician's Office, and I'd been exposed earlier in the week, but I'd hoped and prayed it would not come into fruition, but sadly it did. So I'm symptomatic. I'm in the cold up here in D.C., isolated, but the spirit of liberty is in my heart, and we're working hard.
Congressman, so that is my question. First of all, how are you feeling? Did you say you're asymptomatic or you're symptomatic?
Unfortunately, I'm symptomatic, and that's why I went over to the House physician yesterday. He came in especially on a Sunday and saw me with their staff, and they were just so good. The evening before, I began to develop some respiratory issues, and that was assigned to me in addition to some other symptoms that I probably was COVID positive, was symptomatic, and needed to seek some treatment.
Well, Congressman, we'll be praying for you, sir, and really believing that you'll feel better. And this is such a consequential week in our nation. And is there, I would imagine there's a way you can still participate remotely. Is that correct?
Well, that's an interesting question. I hope so, sir. Republicans have a prohibition on voting remotely. We have had that since the Democrats put that in. As a matter of fact, there is a lawsuit out there to basically attempt to nullify voting by proxy, which Democrats have done for months. Some of my Democratic colleagues have not had to come up. They just basically vote remotely. And that is consistent with the House rules. I disagree with those House rules, which Speaker Pelosi put those in effect last year. So it's an open question. I certainly want to be able to participate in the vote this week because I am extremely, extremely saddened that the Democrats would attempt this political sham to try to impeach our president again. They did this earlier in his term. It was a sham then. It's a sham now.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, and that was my next question. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, on 60 Minutes with Leslie Stahl last night, saying that, in fact, she will draft the articles, or the House will present the articles of impeachment probably tomorrow, Tuesday, and that, yeah, you led right into it. What do you make of that?
I will vigorously oppose Speaker Pelosi, as I have from the inception. Just when I think she can't do anything worse to hurt our republic, she does it. This is not the right time. They're not the right place. It's going to have disunity. I just don't know what she's thinking. But I will say this. When we opened last week, the 117th Congress, I want the great people of Bradley County to know that Speaker Pelosi, in her rules package, actually says that we cannot use certain words like mother and father and things like that in our House speeches anymore. This is censorship. This is an all-out, sad affront by the radical left on our values. And conservatives and other good, freedom-loving Americans just need to stand up and say enough is enough. The rules package from the House, bear this in mind, censures, keeps us from using certain words when we want to represent our constituents. And these are not inflammatory words. It is shocking, but it's so amazing, Steve. The left burns down our cities, and they sit there and they're quiet. The left takes away our liberties, and people are quiet. We can no longer be quiet. We have to peacefully, and I want to state this, peacefully stand up and be heard. But I can tell you this, from Bradley County, where the spirit of liberty and love of our country is stronger than any place in America, throughout our great state of Tennessee, Tennesseans are tired of the radical left and their agenda. And it saddens me that we are where we are in this country.
We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live on the phone in quarantine in the nation's capital this morning, as Congressman Fleischmann announced last night that he did, in fact, test positive for the virus. Let's go back, Chuck, to last Wednesday, January 6th. Kind of, if you will, just for a few moments, walk us through your experience as the United States Capitol was under siege.
Yes. I actually had left the floor earlier in the day. I was present for the pledge and the prayer, and I was in my office, and there was a knocking at our door. It was the Capitol Police, and they said there is a verifiable bomb threat. So we had to leave the Cannon office building for an hour. Unfortunately, that bomb threat was real. They did find these devices. About an hour later, when we were back in our office, it happened again, another verifiable bomb threat. So my staff and I actually were told, you cannot leave the Capitol complex, and you've got to go to the other office buildings, but you've got to get out of Cannon. So we holed up in an old banquet room in the Rayburn office building, and we're safe. But I can tell you this, Steve, I saw people coming through, streaming through, Capitol Police. It was chaotic. And then later in the evening, when I went to vote, and remember, at this point in time, right before votes, my roommate, Congressman Bill Rockus, had informed me that he was positive for COVID. So I told the House physician, and they actually made special accommodations for me to vote. Remember, I was not positive then. I was just exposed. So they actually put plastic on me, shields and things like that, and let me vote in a box because I wanted to be able to vote, as I told my constituents I would, to make sure I voted against certification of the election results. And so I got those votes cast. It's so the reason I tell you that is when the House personnel were taking me through to the gallery to vote upstairs, I was actually going through the areas which just maybe an hour or two before was streaming with people. There was debris strewn around, trash. It was not a pretty sight.
Did you ever fear for your safety?
No, sir.
You did not?
No. Bear in mind, Steve, I was present in 2017 when a crazed gunman opened fire on us on a baseball field for 8 minutes.
I was going to mention that.
After that, Steve, and I've got good, strong Christian faith, thank God. So no, I did not fear. Actually, I was concerned more for the safety, as I always am, of our staff. We have wonderful young people who work for us in Washington, D.C., and these young people are in their 20s. Many have just graduated from college within the past year or two, and just explaining to them that this action is not reflective of our great republic, and that they should be hearkened by the great things that go on in our country and not disillusioned by violence and other things.
We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington this morning. Well, Congressman, following that violence, as you just mentioned, you did go and you did vote against certifying the election. Why did you do that?
Well, and as a matter of fact, there were only 2 votes, and I was disappointed with that because it was Arizona and Pennsylvania. I had hoped we'd have a vote on 6 states that were originally up there. They decided to, leadership decided to curtail the vote. I don't know why they did that, to limit it to 2. The overwhelming amount of calls from all across the people in the 3rd District of Tennessee, good people, God-loving, country-loving people, have had great questions about voting irregularity and the sanctity of our election process. They told me to do that. I listened. Was that a unanimous vote? No. I did hear from some of our Democratic friends who were adamant that they wanted me to vote to certify, and I told them that based on the overwhelming, and I mean staggering amount of people who said, please, for the sake of our republic and getting elections right in the future. Steve, this is about process. It's about making sure that whether someone's in Tennessee, Michigan, Arizona, Pennsylvania, that one legal person get one legal vote, and nothing short of that. And we owe it to the American people to get it right. Our credibility in our voting system, and I would say this, in our public officials, has been greatly eroded. We have got to act to reverse that so that we can actually have a return to a working majority in this country to get things done for the American people.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, final question. Where, in your mind, where does the Republican Party go from here? Obviously, with what happened last Wednesday, there are a lot of questions about that. The United States Capitol, the way that it was violated, quite frankly, last Wednesday, your home of your House of Representatives. And then, what do you make of the Republican Party going forward?
Well, the Republican Party is strong and vibrant and deep. There was a story that just came out. As you know, there will be 30 of the 50 state legislatures who do redistricting are controlled by Republicans. We have a majority of Republican governors. I will say this. I was saddened and shocked at the election results in Georgia. I cannot quantify the magnitude of that loss, of those 2 Senate seats.
Does the president? Do you think the president deserves some blame for that, Chuck?
I really don't. I think people are responsible for their own actions. I've condemned violence. When the radical left was burning down our cities, I condemned it. I condemned the violence immediately last week when these people stormed the Capitol. There's a lot of frustration out there, but there is never a reason to engage in violent activity. So again, I think we need to move past this. President Trump has committed to a peaceful transition of power to the Biden administration. And if we involve ourselves in political theater this week, and that's all it is, everyone knows that they are not going to convict President Trump. It's just not going to happen. Remember, impeachment is just bringing up on charges. The Senate is the trier of fact. So be that as it may, and they're never going to get 2/3 vote in the Senate. So again, what they want to do is to, I would say, to ruin the brand of President Trump going forward. Now, let me say this. I owe you an answer, I think, to where the Republican Party goes from here.
Yes, sir.
I think we need to regroup. We need to look at our leadership base. We're a great party. We have more conservative members, fiscal and social conservatives, such as myself. We have some more libertarian members. And it is a large and growing diverse party. And compared to where the Democrats have gone, left and further left, much to the detriment of our great republic, they are eroding our freedoms. As I say, I never thought I would see a day when I could not use benign words, benign, normal, kind, loving words on the House floor in my speech without being sanctioned. That's shocking, and Americans need to stand up and do something about it peacefully, but vocally. And we have got to get back to the great basics: God, country, our Constitution, that have served our country for well over 200 years if our republic is going to survive.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, live from Washington this morning. Congressman, we're praying that you feel better, and just keep us informed, would you?
Well, Steve, thank you. And may I say this, as you know, I spend a tremendous amount of time in Bradley County. You grew up in Bradley County. It is one of the most beautiful places in the world. I love it. We've got a lot of friends up there. I live in Ottawa, so I'm actually in Bradley County almost more than I am in downtown Chattanooga. So I'm looking forward to being back with the great citizens of Bradley County and visiting when I'm healthy and hopefully wise. And I'll do that as soon as I can. But I thank you for your show and all that you do to protect our liberties, sir.
Thank you very much, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Congressman, feel better. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Be well.
You as well. Congressman Chuck Fleischmann there, Bridget, who last night confirmed that he, in fact, has the virus and made a little bit of news this morning in saying that he is symptomatic. So he was attended to by the congressional physician who made a special trip on Sunday. As you heard the beginning of the interview, the congressman was feeling bad enough to seek medical help yesterday. He mentioned his respiratory problems. That's concerning. But at any rate, that is the situation there. Tell you what, how are we doing on the Baskin-Robbins celebration list? Let's go ahead and check that, and we're going to kind of flip the sets back there. We'll do that in a second.
All right. Happy birthday to Virginia Harris. She is 91 today. Her daughter sent that in to us. Virginia moved here just over a year ago and is here with her family. So happy birthday to Virginia. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. It's the Mix 1041 Baskin-Robbins celebration list. We'll take those on the volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line, 614-6499. You can go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
And also a big sports report this morning. So obviously the length of that interview, which of course was very important this morning, on the cusp of what's about to happen nationally. Congressman Fleischmann giving his first interview since testing positive, and also since Speaker Nancy Pelosi appeared on 60 Minutes last night to confirm that she, in fact, and her party will draft articles of impeachment for the second time against President Trump, which, of course, has never happened in American history. So a lot more to come on this. And tell you what, we're going to take a break right here. Come back. We're on Mix 104.1 radio this morning. We're on the app, and we're on Mix TV. If you missed any of the interview with Congressman Fleischmann, fascinating, about a 12-minute interview there, you can go back and watch it. That's the basis of Mix Mornings on Mix TV. That's why we did it, really, stuff like this. MyMix1041.com. Never miss a minute. Back in a moment.
Lifetime Certified is the new buzz in town.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
At Bliss, we are a full-service luxury Aveda spa and salon. So that means you can come in for massage therapy, and we offer facials, hydrofacials, really any type of relaxation you're looking for, and we can take care of that. And then on the salon side, our stylists are top-of-the-line Aveda certified stylists, ready to make you look beautiful. The staff are fantastic. There is over 40 years combined experience. Our owner, Miss Ava, is fantastic. She really holds quality in the highest, top of the line. You know, if it's at Bliss, you know it's going to be almost perfect, because that is what we strive for every day.
Go to Bliss and AvedaSpa.com or visit them on North Ocoee Street in Cleveland.
3 Mountain View Nissan locations mean one giant selection. And with over 800 new Nissan vehicles to choose from, we've got something the whole family will love. Like no payments for 90 days and 0% financing on select Nissan models. That's right, 0 payments and 0% financing on some of our best-selling Nissan models. So come shop Mountain View Nissan in Chattanooga, Dalton, and the all-new Cleveland, home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
It's Mermaid Mattress's $1 million mattress clearance. Enjoy deals on nearly all in-stock merchandise, with queen mattress sets starting at just $177. An additional 25% off floor models, and sales tax is on us. Mermaid Mattress.
Weather Center at 729 Mermaid, 2 locations serving Cleveland. To meet the demand, Stewart Road, just down from First Baptist, Georgetown Road off 25th Street at the factory.
For a limited time, you can save $400 on Lindsay Line memory foam mattresses starting as low as $399 for twin, full, or queen size. Only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. We'll have rain showers throughout the day today. We could have some snow mix in, a high near 41 and a low of 32 this evening with mostly cloudy skies tonight.
Wow.
And then for tomorrow, we'll have clouds during the morning, partly cloudy later, a high near 49 and a low of 24. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 50. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 35 degrees.
All right, we're going to... That's your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast at 7:30, brought to you by Vehicles Direct, but I can't find the liner. Oh, here it is.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Vehicles Direct. 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty, lifetime powertrain warranty. That's at Vehicles Direct, located on South Lee Highway in Cleveland, vehiclesdirect.com.
So here's what we're going to do. Because of our interview with Congressman Fleischmann, we're going to do a little changing of schedule here, and we are going to do sports right here at 7:30. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, and then we'll flip the sets and do the best we can to get back on track. But boy, for a man who has the virus and is symptomatic, Fleischmann's ready to go.
Yeah, he sounded great.
He was ready to go, you know. All right, let's tell you what, let's do this. CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial, imagine better health. And sports brought to you by the Town Squire.
The Town Squire has their best selection ever. And the Town Squire has that perfect sports shirt, pair of slacks, belt, socks, even a pair of shoes. The Town Squire, your men's headquarters over 43 years, locally owned and operated since 1977. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee, the home of personal service.
Mix 104.1 Sports. The NFL playoffs. Oh, my. What a weekend it was. Well, for most of the games, a couple of them are duds. But anyway, let's go to yesterday, Sunday. It was the AFC wild card. Your Tennessee Titans are done for the year. Baltimore, the Ravens 20-13 over the Titans. Titans finished the season 11-5. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, his first playoff win. Derrick Henry only 40 rushing yards yesterday in Nashville. They had quite a few fans there. Did you catch any of that yesterday, Bridget? Bridget's back.
Yeah, I did see that game.
And all right, so then, because, you know, this is the first time we've ever had a triple header in the wild card round, Saturday and Sunday. 3 games each day. That's because the NFL increased the number of teams in the playoffs from 12 to 14. And so the Saints beat the Bears, no surprise, in New Orleans, 21-9. Well, it sets up that great third matchup. Who's going to win? Saints and Drew Brees could be his final game. Buccaneers and Tom Brady, Sunday night, 6:40 on Fox in the divisional round. NFC divisional round will be the Rams at Green Bay, Saturday, 4:35 on Fox. Back to the AFC. Unbelievable. The Cleveland Browns get their first playoff win since 1994. And, of course, are owned by Jimmy Haslam. All, of course, the Haslam family. His brother is former Governor Bill Haslam. His family, of course, the Pilot and Flying J Oil Company. And Jimmy Haslam that owns the Browns. They beat the Steelers 45-37 last night. Now, I watched till about halftime. On the first quarter, did you see that?
I did, yeah. That score does not reflect that game
I don't
anyway.
know. I'm just looking at the score. What happened? 28-0. They scored the most points in the history of the playoffs in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, crazy game there in the first quarter.
Pittsburgh, needless to say, the Steelers will probably be making some off-season changes. But anyway, I wonder how long Big Ben is going to be there. That's a big question this morning. But anyway, Browns move on. They're going to play at Kansas City. Congratulations to them. Sunday, 3:05 on CBS. Ravens, Baltimore will be at Buffalo. They won, of course. Buffalo beat Indianapolis Saturday. Ravens at Buffalo Saturday night, 8:15 on NBC. College football national championship game is tonight, 8 o'clock in Miami. Alabama, Ohio State. Bridget, who do you think is going to win tonight?
I'm going with the Tide.
Going to Alabama. It'd be Nick Saban's 7th title. That would be the most ever. He would pass Bear Bryant all time if Alabama wins. Ohio State, they have not been specific, but they are undermanned because of the virus. Now, they have not, like I said, they've not been specific. Ohio State coach Ryan Day speaking to reporters yesterday, ESPN reporting that they're not going to have some of their key people there tonight. I guess let the excuses start. Lady Vols defeated, let me back up here, the college football championship, 8 o'clock tonight. Ohio State, Alabama will be on ESPN, ESPN2. Going to be a lot of different looks at it on all of the ESPN networks. Not ABC, but on ESPN networks. Let me see here. It's the Lady Vols defeating LSU yesterday, 64-63. Mix 104.1, your home of high school basketball, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Tonight, we'll have Meigs County at Bradley. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. Again, right here tonight on Mix 104.1 and the free Mix 104.1 app, which you can download at mymix1041.com. Brought to you by CHI Memorial. Walker Valley goes to McMinn Central tonight. And that is the very latest sports. And we'll come right back with more in a moment. 7:35. Your chance to win coming up. Stand by. Hey guys, it's Steve. In the past few years, the people at Don Ledford Automotive Center have raised $100,000 for local school systems through their test drive events.
We do the drive-a-thons because we embrace education. We realize that teachers need our support to do their job.
They encourage the teachers in our area to strive for excellence.
We supply the Teacher of the Year a car to drive every year for the Bradley County schools and the Cleveland City schools. And we're very proud of the fact that we have the opportunity to do that in our community.
Community. is at the center of the mission of Don Ledford Automotive Center, your home of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. DonLedford.com. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center offers Bradley County's only state-of-the-art sterile compounding laboratory. We are here to customize drugs and medications that are not available commercially or over the counter. Maintain your health with medication designed to meet your body's specific needs. It's just what the doctor ordered. Put your health in the hands of trained professionals you know and trust. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center, North Ocoee Street. Phone 476-5548 or visit medicalcenterrx.com. Interview with Congressman Fleischmann this morning. If you missed any of that, it was a relatively lengthy interview, about 12 minutes. You can go back and watch that interview on Mix TV, our digital television channel at mymix1041.com. State officials launching a statewide online scheduling system in the coming days for the COVID-19 vaccine appointments. And we lost a friend, a longtime friend, Cleveland City Councilman out of the 1st District, Charlie McKenzie, died Saturday night. McKenzie first elected in 2010, reelected in 2018, but he's a born and raised a native of Cleveland and Bradley County, and we're going to miss Charlie. There's no doubt about it. More on that coming up at the top of the hour. It is 7:37. And tell you what, Bridget, let's open the phone lines right now. We've got a chance for people to win here. It's Monday, Bridget, so that, first of all, welcome back. Bridget's back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Genuine.
Stay gone. Anyway, well, it's Monday morning. It's either raining or snowing. It's just, goodness.
Yeah.
And then you're here.
No, thanks.
I don't know what to say. Anyway, we haven't worked together since before Christmas, have we?
My heart is full.
Well, we knew that. Anyway, so Bridget, tell me about this Pure Bath Body and Mind. It's Superhero Mom Monday. Tell us all about it.
That's right. So that means you can call in and nominate your favorite mom, whether that's yourself or your mom or a mom that you love. Call in and nominate and tell us why they deserve to be the superhero mom on this Monday. They're going to win a great prize basket from our friends at Pure Bath Body and Mind.
That's right. Pure, and you can call now, 614-6499 on the volunteer Redipest mix line. We'll go ahead and take those calls. Beautiful gift basket, Pure Bath Body and Mind. If you've not been there, I got a call the other day from my sister. We've been talking about them since, the beginning of the year. So she finally went over there.
Good.
And just loved it.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. Now, you can go in person, Key Street across from Walmart next to Cleveland Nutrition. Or you can go online, pureisgood.com, handmade artisan bath and body products and so much more. If you want to win a gift basket, as Bridget said, call us and go ahead and get registered. Also, it's the month of January, presented by Oh Yeah Health and Fitness. It's their New Year's special, $5 enrollment fee, $5 a week. And we're giving away, Bridget, an unbelievable prize package every weekday this month.
Yeah, how about a 1-year membership every weekday right here on Mix 1041? Unbelievable prize package to be given away every day from our friends at Oh Yeah.
Call us on that as well. Let's. I want to take a chance here and go to the phones. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you want to talk to me on the air? I have to ask you legally.
Steve, it's April Collier. That's fine.
You'll always talk on the air. How are you?
Why not? I would actually like to nominate. My mom doesn't live here, or else I would nominate her. But I have the world's best mother-in-law. We have that Everybody Loves Raymond situation where they live 2 houses down from us.
Really?
And it is yes, and it is absolutely the best thing. It's Everybody Loves Raymond, but I actually love her. But she is a retired teacher of 34 years, middle school. Most of the years were middle school. And she and my father-in-law retired several years ago and moved down here. And she knows how exhausted I am by the end of the day teaching, and she cooks dinner for us every night. She knows the first couple of weeks of school are really hectic, so she's been known to go over to my house and help me out with the laundry or cleaning around the house. And I just come home, and it's wonderful to feel loved, not just by your mom, but by your mother-in-law as well.
Bridget, I mean, I'm so stunned right now. I don't even know what to say. Your mother-in-law cooks dinner for you every night?
Every night, and we have Sunday lunch together.
Oh, my Lord.
A couple of...
Jeff's never told me this.
Well, a couple of years ago, we even had parent conferences back-to-back with meetings and things like that at school, and she cooked a meal for me and my teammates, and we had chicken and rice, green beans, she brought the whole spread. And so she's just awesome at taking care of everybody. She also helps take care of her own mother, who is 93. She's in an assisted living place.
Wow.
And until the day that my husband's other grandmother passed away, she took care of her every night, stayed at her house to make sure she wasn't alone, cooked for her. It's just, she is one of the most giving ladies that I know, and is so humble, does not like the spotlight at all, but I'm putting it on her today.
And what's her name?
Her name is Jane Salyer.
Well, my first question, having known Jeff Salyer, her son, over 20 years, is what happened to him? Your husband.
his parents did a wonderful job raising him.
I know. I love him.
She's supportive in everything. She goes to our kids' events. She goes to soccer games. Actually, any time that they are sick, she knows how hard it is to get a substitute, and she will not let me get a sub. She keeps them when they are sick. She takes care of me when I am sick. And I'm telling you, she is phenomenal.
No wonder you married him.
Married him for the mother-in-law.
I know.
Wow, April.
Everybody that knows her, yes.
That's incredible. I mean, you probably caused some traffic crashes this morning because people are so upset about their own mother-in-law. They're calling up Jane. Will you also be mine?
I do have coworkers that ask how do they get their own Jane. And I'm like, oh, no.
What a wonderful story. Well, man, Bridget, that's great, isn't it?
That's awesome. We appreciate you calling in and telling us about her.
April, where are you teaching now? Do you want to tell us?
Oh, yeah. I teach fourth grade at Blythebauer Elementary in the city school system.
That's right. So you're over there with our friend Persavia Croft?
Yes. Yes, sir, I am.
That's wonderful. What a wonderful call, and that's what we're talking about. Now, maybe next time, and you made a good point. You said, my mom doesn't live here. Well, let me say this. Pure Bath, Body, and Mind, they can ship anywhere. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, pureisgood.com, and got some great products. So we're going to put her in the drawing, April.
Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day.
Man, that's a great call. Thanks, April. Appreciate it. Good Lord. I mean, she's made so much. She made me mad. I mean, are you kidding me? This woman's cooking for them every night? What is going on over there?
Well, sometimes she's a good daughter-in-law, too, I'm sure. So
well, see, I didn't want to say that, and I didn't want to ruin the sentimentality of the phone call. However, one would wonder what went down in the past that led to all this. Say, no, we don't want to. Oh, no. We just want to accept that she's doing this because she's such a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
But then you would think, what happened? That this dear, dear woman is cooking their dinner. I'm banging on the desk every single night. Are you kidding me?
Only you would think that. She's just a good person.
Oh, man. Well, that was good. No, she's sign her up. All right. Pure Bath, Body, and Mind. Of course, we'll take more. Hey, we're also going to combine the calls here. I was going to say that before April, of course, started crying all over the phone. Well, I'd cry, too. My mother, I don't know. Well, let's see. Would I enjoy every menu item would be the... Anyway, that's beside the point. You can also win a year at Oh Yeah Health and Fitness. Call us 614-6499 on the Volunteer Redapest Mix line. We're taking nominations right there. And Oh Yeah, where you get your meal plan for free on your nutrition app. You've got 32,000 square feet of workout space. You're working out safely, distanced. It's deeply, deeply sanitized with a company every night comes in at the Village Green. It's a great place. You want a free year. My goodness. You can call and register for that. Dwayne Williams taking your phone calls. Or is Ashley R. here yet? Do we know?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard.
Haven't felt the devil yet, so we'll feel the evil spirits coming in here. Well, I did when Bridget walked in. I've read of her since before Christmas until today. 614-6499. I'm going to take your. I'll tell you what. You know what? Call us. Let's just call us to the top of the hour. If you, I won't put you on the air. I know a lot of you. I don't want to go on the air, Steve. I'm embarrassed. The law might find out where I live and blow my witness protection program. 614 criminals. 614-6499. Back in a moment.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Thank you, Tennessee. This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia of Cleveland on South.
Welcome to Anatole Exteriors, where we specialize in facade optimization, EIFS stone, and panels. Our combination of efficiency and quality has made us a reputable company for over 20 years. Our team's mission is to build relationships that inspire hope and purpose, driven by biblical principles for the community that we love. We are prepared to provide you with a customized solution to all your building needs. We are the last ones on the wall and the first to respond with repairs.
Baskin-Robbins. Scoop it, shake it, cake it.
Bender Realty, the people who want the house you're in this holiday season to be your home.
Right now, it's more important than ever that you like the home you're living in. Because of COVID and because of other maybe restrictions, we're home a whole lot more than what we used to be. It's very important to us that we sell homes and not necessarily houses.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. You probably heard the news. Most dealers don't have any inventory, but at Kia Cleveland, we do. In fact, we've got even more new Kias than I'm comfortable with, so we're rolling them out of here, like 2020 Kia Rios starting at $13,900. That's right, brand new cars starting at $13,900. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
KiaofCleveland.com.
Adventure is calling. You may know it as the open road, a weekend getaway, or just getting away from it all. You've heard the call. Felt the urge to conquer the off-road, the craving of new trails to blaze, the desire to just keep driving. We know because we've gotten the call too. We look forward to seeing you out there. The Land Rover Call to Adventure sales event is going on now. Land Rover, above and beyond.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And here's your current Vascular Institute temperature.
Talked about pure shipping worldwide. Mermaid can do that too. Roger says, don't forget about me. Mermaid.com if you want to do that, or in person right here in Cleveland.
If you shop for a mattress and they tell you about some long delay because of industry shortages, come to Mermaid Mattress. Buy it today, we'll make it tomorrow and deliver it the next day. It's all about being local.
Here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. We'll have rain showers throughout the day today. We could have some snow mix in. A high near 41, a low of 32 tonight with mostly cloudy skies this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy later, a high near 49 and a low of 24 tomorrow night. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 50. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 35 degrees.
This half hour of Mix Mornings is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix. With over 40 years experience in the ready mix business, they have supplied thousands of residential and commercial projects. Family owned with 6 locations in East Tennessee. Call Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
And good morning, and thank you once again for being with us here on Eyewitness News early today. Meteorologist David Carnes is here to fill us in on the week ahead. And David, it looks like some folks might be getting a little wintry mix this morning.
Yeah, a little wintry weather this morning as well. Light wintry mix this morning, Lori. That's what we're calling for as we move through the morning hours. Chilly and dry other than today all week long, and then it's going to be cloudy and cold as we head into the weekend. Right now it's 39 in Chattanooga, 37 in Cleveland, 37 Dalton, Monteagle at 34 degrees, 34 in Dayton. The only thing I'm really concerned about right now is a little bit of patchy ice that could be developing up on the plateau. Meanwhile, we're talking about mainly rain showers in the valley at this hour. This afternoon, I'm not going to rule out 1 or 2 light sprinkles, but the rain chance will be going down. We'll be in the low 40s this afternoon, so it's going to be pretty chilly all day. So this is the basic setup. You see this area of low pressure moving by to our south. On the northern end of that, you've got this moisture lifting up northward, and it looks like an absolute mess. But when we zoom in and see exactly what's going on, you can see some pretty decent light showers, and we do mean light from Cleveland, a little bit heavier down toward Dalton and Calhoun. Light wintry mix heading up into the Blue Ridge Mountains, where temperatures are in the low 30s. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of patchy areas of ice there as we move through the morning, and I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few areas of patchy ice up on the Cumberland Plateau, where it might be below freezing there also. And you can see just very light stuff continuing to lift up into the area. So a Vipercast showing this mess basically continuing to lift northward by 7 a.m. Looking at the outlying areas, still getting maybe some light snow showers, a little wintry mix changing over into rain, and then changing back over into a rain-snow mix heading up into Murphy. That was 7 a.m. By 10 a.m., pretty much just cloudy skies for all of our area. I'm not going to rule out a flurry here and there, especially up around Monteagle, maybe over into Athens and some of the outlying areas, but for most of our areas it's going to be cloudy. And then this is lunchtime, a few light passing rain showers, maybe Chattanooga down toward Calhoun, and then as we see that low pressure moving by to our south, that is where most of the moisture is going to be. And you'll see some pretty decent rainfall from Calhoun up into Blue Ridge and Ellijay. So it's really going to be in the Blue Ridge Mountains for the afternoon hours that we need to pay close attention to, where we could see some fairly persistent light rain through the afternoon and the evening hours. And you can see these little specks of blue and pink embedded in there. That's where we may get a light wintry mix, but I do think this is primarily going to be light rain showers for the afternoon and the evening hours. Again, Calhoun, Dalton, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and up into Murphy. And then late tonight, 10 o'clock, we'll see anything clearing out. Wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of patchy areas of ice on the plateau and in the Blue Ridge tomorrow morning early, and then we will see it getting into the 40s once again on Tuesday with clearing skies. It'll be cool and dry on Wednesday. We will see our afternoons warming up a little bit, getting into the 50s toward the middle of the week. Thursday, we're looking dry as well. We're watching this front approaching. It's going to bring additional clouds on Friday, but I'm going to put the rain chance at only 10%. If we get anything, it will be just a sprinkle or two. As you can see, not much rain associated with that. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's just going to be cloudy and cool, so no rain expected for the weekend either. Well, let's take a look. Just today, rainfall and snowfall amounts, looking at, as you can see, less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. Most folks will get less than 1/10 of an inch of rain as we see that system moving through. And snowfall amounts, about 1/2 an inch, absolutely a possibility up on the plateau, so we will keep an eye out for that also. So that light morning wintry mix changing over into just cold, cloudy weather all day with some of those light rain showers and maybe a light wintry mix continuing in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Her to adopt people.
Yeah.
That she's going to cook dinner tonight. Ashley R. is here. Thank you, Ashley.
Ashley R. The gang's all back.
Oh, God. It's depressing.
Welcome back, y'all.
Let me turn your mic on. Sadly, we missed that radio.
There we go.
Radio gold.
Now you're on.
How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. You know, we did last night, a week late because of all the news events and everything happening. I was not available to watch The Bachelor. The Bachelor, normally, the premiere of The Bachelor is a big deal, and for those of you who don't know, I got my wife, Jennifer Hartline, into The Bachelor. I've been watching The Bachelor since 2003. Mm-hmm. All right. But because of everything happening and football, and I debuted a week ago tonight, really, we didn't watch it last night. And Jennifer finally said, put her foot down, said, look, we're watching it. I don't care about the Browns and the Steelers.
Yes.
You know, I had drool come out of my mouth in the recliner watching football all weekend. And So Ashley R. has been our Bachelor correspondent. How long have you been our reporter? Because we fired somebody else, I think, and brought you in. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been many years, but I don't.
They resigned. Is what happened. They didn't want to do it. Didn't we use Rachel Lowe for a while? Adam Lowe's
I think
wife?
so. Yes.
What happened to her? She stopped speaking to us.
Probably because Adam.
Peggy Hathcock. No, that was American Idol.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah. Wow.
We've gone back. We've gone back. I mean, and so how'd we get you? Nobody else would do it.
I guess so.
She's here.
I'm not always typically here, so it's just easier.
That's how I got this job. I was just here.
Yeah, you know, you hang around long enough. So what do you think?
I don't know. Didn't quite watch it.
Oh, you're not watching it?
No, I didn't.
Not interested?
Not really at all. Well, I only watched it so I could talk to you on reporting about it. I don't really have time to watch that.
So now she knows, and now she'll watch it.
No,
now Ashley R. is claiming she's a Bachelor hostage. Is what it is. Well, here's the thing. I watched it, and first of all, they went to. Some of you may be familiar with Nemacolin in Pennsylvania. They've gone to Nemacolin, the unbelievable resort in Pennsylvania. But anyway, so they're up there. And this guy, I think his name is Mike Johnson. I believe that's right. He comes out, but then some of the women, and if you saw the Bachelor premiere, again, I was a week late, 6 days late, because of all that was going on last week. I didn't think actually, well, I don't know. One of those nights of all that, well, it was Wednesday night, you know, Jennifer says, well, let's watch The Bachelor. I can't watch all this coverage of the Capitol and everything. She's just depressed. And of course, you know, I'm the exact opposite. Let's watch it, you know, and get involved. But anyway, so we watched it. So this guy, and so many of the women, if you saw it, were doing things, let me tell you, 10 years ago would not be allowed on primetime television. I'm serious about this. 8 p.m., broadcast TV. Broadcast TV used to have standards. This is on the ABC television network. When children are watching, it's tough. So here you go, Mike Johnson, and about 30 minutes in, he gathers all the women, and you know what he does first? He prays. He prays for them. And that wasn't just any prayer. That man was quoting scripture.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now see, here we go.
But isn't this also the season where the girl had him pick out a dress?
Now that I don't know. I haven't looked at. I haven't seen any previous. That was something we watch every year.
So he hasn't met all the girls yet when they got out of the limos?
Yeah, he met all of them. I didn't see that part. I did fall asleep or something.
Okay. Well, from what I saw as a preview, there was a woman in just a jacket.
Oh, that.
And undergarments, and then she had him pick out a dress. So I hope he prayed for her more.
Well, he did actually mention that. He said something about that woman, and then he said, "Well, now I'm praying."
That's rough.
And, so that's what I'm saying. The standards and practices division at ABC Television are apparently they took the year off, but yeah, it was
this guy.
It was a little, yeah, I mean, it was a little disturbing. So, and I see it, and I can't even mention other segments of what happened when. But anyway, so you're not going to watch it? No. You don't have to.
No, probably not.
See, I can't watch it tonight. I'll be watching the championship, and then we'll watch it tomorrow night.
If he's having prayer services, I'll
She'll be your new correspondent.
That was the first time for everything for you, Bridget, isn't there? No, why don't you give it a chance tonight?
Okay,
or DVR it.
I have to DVR it. We got a basketball game tonight.
Well, how's that going?
Well, they've won 2 games so far this season.
Are they playing?
Uh-huh.
Do you care? I mean, you want to mention...
North Lee.
So it's North Lee
boys, yes.
And so they play in the county parks and rec?
Yes.
Is Tommy Caldwell still there?
He doesn't show up if he is.
Tommy!
He doesn't come to the North Lee games anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
He get mad at you?
No, his grandchild does not go there anymore.
Well, I mean,
she grew up.
I've known Tommy Caldwell for... I've known Tommy for 40 years. I love him.
He's a great guy.
Well, what do you have against Tommy Caldwell?
Nothing at all. He is a great guy. He runs a great organization.
And then we got, what's the gentleman? We had him in here a while back that runs it. Oh, it's Andy Lockhart. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's married to Emily Moreland, which I found out after all that. I've known Emily and Eddie. Well, come on. Well, I'll just, you know what? Here's what we'll start reading the phone book. Okay, so just, anyway. All right, Ashley, you brought us down terribly.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. So your
So here's
Bachelor.
your assignment. You've got to watch The Bachelor.
I'll DVR it, so we can't talk about it.
Well, I won't be here in the morning. I got stuff to do. But
Perfect.
Anyway, all right.
Okay, well,
Brett, you got anything?
Wednesday.
I've got a birthday
Go ahead.
here I can mention. Virginia Harris is 91 today, and her daughter sent that in to us. Just moved to Cleveland a little over a year ago, so we hope she has a great day today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. It's the Mix 1041 Baskin-Robbins celebration list. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
Real. The sale is real. First come, first served at the year-end.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
The Vic Vascular team is leading the way in peripheral vascular care in our region.
Feeling of pain in your legs, loss of sensation in your feet or toes, open sores that won't heal, weakness when walking. Do you have flow problems? These are the first signs of peripheral artery disease, PAD.
PAD affects 1 in 5 Americans, and when untreated, can result in the loss of a limb.
If you or one of your loved ones are experiencing the signs of PAD, be evaluated.
We are Vascular Institute of Chattanooga. We can help.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And here's your current Vascular Institute temperature.
At donledford.com. We have no accidents to tell you about this morning. Drive safely out there. We do have rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop and HVAC dealer. Locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-3...
Oh. What?
Do you remember the number? What? What happened? Sorry, Jason. All right, well, tell you what. He said Google it. It'll be all right. The pastor says Google it. Larry.
The Town Squire. Larry and his staff can put you in the right sports shirt,
Larry, cut that last
khakis,
part
or
off.
designer jeans. But if an event turns to formal attire, no problem. The Town Squire's celebrated tuxedo department ready for you. Locally owned and operated since 1977, the Town Squire. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. The Town Squire, your clothing headquarters for over 43 years.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
What's up with the Joneses? What do they have that we don't?
They went to Mermaid Mattress and got the best sleep of their lives. Now, they strut.
We gotta go get one of those mattresses.
Do you think their kids wear makeup?
Definitely.
Baskin-Robbins. Scoop it, shake it, cake it.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and cleveland-nissan.com today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Mrs. Winter's Chicken and Biscuits. It's always the right time for Mrs. Winter's. Serving up the most delicious Southern-style food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Their classically American Southern fried chicken, hot buttery biscuits, and home-style sides can't be beat. Mrs. Winter's on Keith Street near 25th Street in Cleveland. Visit lovemrswinters.com. Don't wait in line. Download the free Mrs. Winter's Chicken and Biscuits app for pickup or delivery.
Sleep great, save money doing it. Mermaid Mattress on Stewart Road down from First Baptist, Georgetown Road off 25th Street. And hello to Larry McDaniel. Now, Larry is denying that he cut off the L&B appliance commercial just so we can get to his quicker. What was that, Bridget?
I saw him do it.
Hey, Larry, you hear Bridget's here this morning. She came back. We understood that she was in some kind of cult in Southern California.
Oh.
But apparently she sprung forth. Her mom was in there with her. Wanted you to go back.
We're just checking it out.
Something about, tennis shoes and the moonbeam. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all right, here we go.
It's Mermaid Mattress's $1 million mattress clearance. Enjoy deals on nearly all in-stock merchandise with queen mattress sets starting at just $177. An additional 25% off floor models, and sales tax is on us. Mermaid Mattress.
Here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. We'll have rain throughout the day today. We could have some snow mix in later, a high near 41 and a low 32 this evening with mostly cloudy skies tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day and then partly cloudy later in the afternoon, a high near 48.
See what I mean about 24. That cult?
And then mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 50. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 35 degrees.
Hang on. All right.
This weather is brought to you by Ocoee Pediatrics, providing immunizations, preventative care, sports physicals, and newborn care. Call Ocoee Pediatrics at 614-3733 or visit ocoeepeds.com.
This is Mix 104.1 WCLE Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. And download the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The House is set to vote on impeaching President Trump again over last week's riot at the Capitol.
He has done something so serious that there should be prosecution against him.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tells CBS 60 Minutes the president is responsible for inciting the riot. Florida Republican Matt Gaetz tells Fox,
"This impeachment would be unnecessary. It would be divisive."
Speaker Pelosi will introduce a resolution today calling on Vice President Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove the president through a majority vote of his cabinet. Sources in his office have told Fox, though, he's not going to do that. The conservative social media app Parler is offline, booted by Amazon's hosting service over users' threats of violence and illegal activity. CEO John Mates tells Fox,
"They're doing it, to stifle free speech and competition in the marketplace. And this could happen to literally anybody."
America's listening to Fox News.
Capital Tire Service, downtown Cleveland, your local Michelin dealer since 1967. Providing Cleveland with quality products and services for over 50 years. Come see Freddie or Tony in downtown Cleveland for a great deal on Michelin tires. The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Mix 1041 local and state news. Good morning, everybody. It is actually 10 minutes after 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, the 11th day of January, and some news made about 1 hour ago. Congressman Chuck Fleischmann told me that not only did he test positive for the COVID-19 virus, which he announced publicly last night, but he told Mix 1041 in an interview this morning that he is symptomatic, that he was suffering from respiratory issues, and that he had to consult with the congressional physician yesterday, Sunday, who had to come in and specially see Congressman Fleischmann. Now, Congressman Fleischmann did speak out heavily against the impeachment proceedings, which Speaker Nancy Pelosi told 60 Minutes last night she will initiate by tomorrow. They are, as Speaker Pelosi told Leslie Stahl last night, that she is going to wait and see if the vice president will invoke the 25th Amendment. But that, according to all reports, is very doubtful. And so the impeachment proceedings would begin tomorrow. Of course, Congressman Fleischmann, very much opposed to that. We did talk about his experience being in the Capitol building during the rioting and the domestic terrorism which occurred last Wednesday in the United States Capitol. And I asked Congressman Fleischmann if he feared for his safety. He said no. And he had already left the floor at the time. Now, Congressman Fleischmann was exposed to his roommate, who is a congressman out of Florida, Congressman Gus Bellerakis, who tested positive. There is concern this morning that many congressmen and women were in a room there when they were huddled together during the rioting last Wednesday, and there is concern about some kind of spread from that event. That is being looked at this morning. But at any rate, it was a very substantial interview with Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, who had an eyewitness seat and an eyewitness account, plus the news of his own health and the potential, and it looks like a likely potential, for the articles of impeachment to be brought against the president for the second time, which will be the first time in American history that a president has faced impeachment twice. And so all of that made for a very interesting interview with Congressman Fleischmann. Now, if you missed that, go to Mix TV at mymix1041.com. That is our new digital television channel. And that's one of the reasons we did Mix TV, is for situations like this, when you miss something and go back and watch it, and you can do that at mymix1041.com. And it happened at about 7:10. Am I right, Bridget? About 7:10 this morning.
Mm-hmm, that's right. Yes.
Also, Bridget's back this morning. That's in the news.
Hey, why is that not the top story?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's an excellent question. Well, because Dwayne and Austin said no, and I told them it should be.
Of course.
But they said no. Let's move on here. State officials launching a statewide online scheduling system in the coming days for COVID-19 vaccine appointments. The effort aims to prevent people from having to wait in line for hours, sometimes only be turned away because there are no doses left. That, according to State Health Commissioner Dr. Lisa Pierce. I'd like to talk to Dr. Pierce. You think you can make that happen?
Sure.
We have tried several times, and this is not a negative statement. We've tried several times to speak with her. We know she's very busy, but anyway, I'd like to do that this week if we can. Now, that does not preclude you from calling the Bradley County Health Department, because we know, and we were told, I guess it was a week ago today, that that is when the Bradley County Health Department changed what they were doing and said, you know what, call for an appointment. 728-7020. If you are at least 75, you're a first responder or a healthcare worker or know someone who is, on days, let me qualify this,
On days that Bradley County gets the vaccine, you can participate, but you must call for an appointment at 728-7020. Notice Bill Johnson and the Dr. Johnson and the Cleveland Banner, speaking to Caitlin Gebbe yesterday, said that none of the about 600 healthcare workers at Tenova who have taken the vaccine have had any side effects. And you can call at 728-7020, 728-7020, make your appointment. Now, there is also talk over the weekend. I say talk. What does that mean, Steve? It means there are news reports over the weekend that, in fact, because the virus vaccine rollout has been so slow, only about 3% of this state has been inoculated. About, you're looking at about maybe that amount or less in the nation. They are looking at the CDC and the FDA, looking at dropping these categories and making it more available. There was a huge amount of shipment in New York State that went unused, and that's happening around the nation. So at any rate, we could see that happen, that the loosening of the categories and the classifications, that is a state decision. All right, and what a sad story here. Our buddy Charlie McKenzie. I've known Charlie all my life. He died Saturday night. 1st District Cleveland City Councilman, but that was really only a part of what Charlie McKenzie did in our community. You know, he transported thousands of children to school. The Bradley County school system, he was a bus contractor for many, many years. Good morning, Gary Austin. I thought about Gary this morning, who worked with Charlie all those years. And Charlie's a great man, a wonderful guy. If you knew Charlie, graduated my mom, 1968 at Cleveland High. And he's a Cleveland lifer. Mm-hmm. Last time I talked to Charlie, I talked to him about a month ago, I guess, a little more, at the Village Bake Shop. Oh. And we just were there, and Charlie and Teresa and myself, and went down memory lane, as a lot of people did with Charlie. And he's been here so long, he had some wonderful stories. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that he owned a furniture store here in Cleveland for about 30 years. I didn't know that. Wow. And he was a listener of this broadcast every single morning, and usually he'd have something to correct me about, which I love that. I thought that was great. So Charlie McKenzie passed away. We've really lost, I tell you, we've lost some really good people, and it's very, very sad. And I mean recently, and anybody we lose is a terrible tragedy, but some of these people that really help shape Cleveland and Bradley County into what it's become in a modern sense, in modern times, and Charlie was part of that, and so he passed away on Saturday. Our thoughts and prayers with his wife Marcia and their family this morning. All right, it is 8:18. And now this.
This news brought to you by the Mark Shepard Agency of Shelter Insurance. Call 910-9393. 910-9393.
Good morning. Let's get a check of our local active COVID case count. Is brought to you by Laboratory Service Center here in Cleveland. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 4 and Saturdays from 8 to 1. They also offer rapid flu tests and flu vaccines, as well as traditional lab tests. Visit Laboratory Service Center in Cleveland. Register at clevelandtest.com. Here are the local active COVID case count numbers for our listening area. Bradley County, 1,231. Hamilton County, 4,451. McMinn County, 606. Meigs County, 134. Monroe County, 592. Polk County, 199. And Ray County, 546. That's the Mix 1041 local active COVID case count, brought to you by Laboratory Service Center in Cleveland. Register at clevelandtest.com. And let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic update is brought to you by
In the past few years, the people people at Don Ledford Automotive Center have raised $100,000 for local school systems through their test drive events.
We do the drive-a-thons because we embrace education. We realize that teachers need our support to do their job.
They encourage the teachers in our area to strive for excellence.
We supply the Teacher of the Year a car to drive every year for the Bradley County Schools and the Cleveland City Schools. And we're very proud of the fact that we have the opportunity to do that in our community.
Community is at the center of the mission of Don Ledford Automotive Center, your home of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. DonLedford.com. For more than 70 years, Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center has been a proud part of the Bradley County community. We offer one-time and monthly prescription fills with a state-of-the-art compounding pharmacy for customized medications. You can schedule an appointment with a healthcare professional that will listen to your needs, conduct a thorough medication review, and develop a personalized plan to meet your wellness goals. Medical Center Compounding Pharmacy and Health Center, North Ocoee Street, phone 476-5548, or visit medicalcenterrx.com.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
Baskin-Robbins. Scoop it, shake it, cake it.
Over $1 million of mattresses. Take advantage of additional markdowns if it's in stock, and even more on 4 models. The $1 Million Mattress Clearance is going on now at both Cleveland Mermaid Mattress locations. Wishing you a happy new year and a better night's sleep.
All right, here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. We'll have rain likely throughout the day today. We could have some snow mix in, a high near 41 and a low of 32 this evening with mostly cloudy skies tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy later, a high near 49 and a low of 24, and then mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 50. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 35 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Well, if you bought anything, let's say for Christmas or whatever, by way of Amazon or Walmart, and other retailers are beginning to use AI, artificial intelligence, to decide whether or not they're going to accept a return.
Really?
Now, Mrs. Hartline is known for, I know she's not listening, so I can say this, known for returning her gifts. And so it's a big deal, and she loves it.
Especially from you,
So,
right?
yeah, of course. So now we just let her pick out her own. But anyway, for inexpensive items, quote, this is according to Wall Street Journal. I love the Wall Street Journal, by the way. I look forward to it every day. Thank you, Roger Pickett, for getting me on that. And Joe Moore, who never did anything for me except for that. Quote, for inexpensive items or large ones that would incur hefty shipping fees, it is often cheaper to refund the purchase price and let customers keep the products instead of having to return it. And we're seeing this because Amazon and Walmart does not want to pay the shipping fees.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's going to be, well, you can keep it and get your money back.
Oh, so get a big old TV
Man.
big as you want, and then say you want to return it, right?
Speaking of which, college football championship is tonight, 8 o'clock, Ohio State, Alabama.
You say you'll be down in 5.
Got sports coming up.
And good morning. And
while we're talking about mainly rain showers in the valley at this hour, this afternoon, I'm not going to rule out 1 or 2 light sprinkles, but the rain chance will be going down. We'll be in the low 40s this afternoon, so it's going to be pretty chilly all day. So this is the basic setup. You see this area of low pressure moving by to our south. On the northern end of that, you've got this moisture lifting up northward, and it looks like an absolute mess. But when we zoom in and see exactly what's going on, you can see some pretty decent light showers, and we do mean light from Cleveland, a little bit heavier down toward Dalton and Calhoun. Light wintry mix heading up into the Blue Ridge Mountains, where temperatures are in the low 30s, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of patchy areas of ice there as we move through the morning, and I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few areas of patchy ice up on the Cumberland Plateau, where it might be below freezing there also. And you can see just very light stuff continuing to lift up into the area. So a Vipercast showing this mess basically continuing to lift northward by 7 a.m. Looking at the outlying areas, still getting maybe some light snow showers, a little wintry mix changing over into rain, and then changing back over into a rain-snow mix heading up into Murphy. That was 7 a.m. By 10 a.m., pretty much just cloudy skies for all of our area. I'm not going to rule out a flurry here and there, especially up around Mont Eagle, maybe over into Athens and some of the outlying areas, but for most of our areas, it's going to be cloudy. And then this is lunchtime, a few light passing rain showers, maybe Chattanooga down toward Calhoun. And then as we see that low pressure moving by to our south, that is where most of the moisture is going to be. And you'll see some pretty decent rainfall from Calhoun up into Blue Ridge and Ellijay. So it's really going to be in the Blue Ridge Mountains for the afternoon hours that we need to pay close attention to, where we could see some fairly persistent light rain through the afternoon and the evening hours. And you can see these little specks of blue and pink embedded in there. That's where we may get a light wintry mix, but I do think this is primarily going to be light rain showers for the afternoon and the evening hours. Again, Calhoun, Dalton, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and up into Murphy. And then late tonight, 10 o'clock, we'll see anything clearing out. Wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of patchy areas of ice on the plateau and in the Blue Ridge tomorrow morning early, and then we will see it getting into the 40s once again on Tuesday with clearing skies. It'll be cool and dry on Wednesday. We will see our afternoons warming up a little bit, getting into the 50s toward the middle of the week. Thursday, we're looking dry as well. We're watching this front approaching. It's going to bring additional clouds on Friday, but I'm going to put the rain chance at only 10%. If we get anything, it will be just a sprinkle or two. As you can see, not much rain associated with that. And then Saturday, Sunday, it's just going to be cloudy and cool, so no rain expected over the weekend either. Well, let's take a look. Just today, rainfall and snowfall amounts, looking at, as you can see, less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. Most folks will get less than 1/10 of an inch of rain as we see that system moving through. And snowfall amounts, about 1/2 an inch, absolutely a possibility up on the plateau, so we will keep an eye out for that also. So that light morning wintry mix changing over into just cold, cloudy weather all day with some of those light rain showers and maybe a light wintry mix continuing in the Blue Ridge Mountains even into the afternoon and the early evening hours. And then your highs today are going to be in the low 40s. That is it. The average high is 50. Probably won't make it out of the 30s on the plateau. And then tonight, cloudy skies, cold and dry as we drop down into the 30s in the valley, dropping down into the 20s, mid to upper 20s, and Altamont up into Murphy also. So getting in the mountains, you are going to be well below freezing. Storm alert 7-day forecast after a chilly start on Tuesday. A little bit warmer, going from 43 this afternoon to 50 on Tuesday afternoon. And then look at those cold mornings and a little bit more mild for the afternoon Wednesday and Thursday. Clouds building, but only a 10% chance of a rain shower on Friday. And then look how cold and dry over the weekend it will be. Upper 20s, low 30s, with highs only in the 40s on Saturday and Sunday, Lori.
Burger.
Bradley County Schools Highlights, brought to you by Shannon Ritzop, your Cleveland Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 230 North Ocoee Street, next to Cafe Roma. Bradley County Schools Highlights, brought to you by Shannon Ritzop, your Cleveland Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 230 North Ocoee Street next to Cafe Roma. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Stop by or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member.
The Vic Vascular team is leading the way in peripheral vascular care in our region.
Feeling of pain in your legs, loss of sensation in your feet or toes,
open sores that won't heal,
weakness when walking.
Do you have flow problems?
These are the first signs of peripheral artery disease, PAD.
PAD affects 1 in 5 Americans, and when untreated, can result in the loss of a limb.
If you or one of your loved ones are experiencing the signs of PAD, be evaluated.
We are Vascular Institute of Chattanooga. We can help.
To talk about that, here is a little bit of that interview.
Yesterday, I had 2 positive COVID tests from the House Physician's Office, and I'd been exposed earlier in the week, but I'd hoped and prayed it would not come into fruition, but sadly it did. So I'm symptomatic. I'm in the cold up here in D.C., isolated, but unfortunately, I'm symptomatic, and that's why I went over to the House physician yesterday. He came in especially on a Sunday and saw me with their staff, and they were just so good.
Okay, that is Congressman Fleischmann. We talked about a lot of issues this morning, obviously him being a member of Congress. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi confirmed on 60 Minutes last night that she will and the Democratic caucus will draft impeachment charges against the president for the second time, which is the first time in American history that has happened with a president. So we talked about that with the congressman. We also talked about last Wednesday, January the 6th, when the rioters made it inside of the Capitol, where he was, his experience. You can go back and watch that interview fully on Mix TV. That's our new digital television channel, Mix TV, at mymix1041.com. You need to click Mix Mornings when you do that, and you can go back and watch that full interview. First District City Councilman Charlie McKenzie passed away on Saturday night. Councilman McKenzie had been battling some health problems the last few years, but he is one would say a lifer, a native Clevelander, born and raised here, graduated Cleveland High in 1968, and transported thousands of children to and from school with his position with the Bradley County school system, the school bus bus contractor, a longtime constable, and even owned a furniture store here for 28 years in Cleveland. So very, very active in this community. He was elected to the city council in 2010, reelected in 2018. All right, 8:34.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods is hiring. Call them at 423-559-0909 or visit newlywedsfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs.
Good morning. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. We do have some rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-A-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This is Happy from Hardee's. Listen. You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com.
There is no bad time during the year to buy or sell with Bender Realty.
The market doesn't stop just because of the holidays. It's a really good time to still be buying and selling. There are people that are having job transfers, people are having babies, they're downsizing or maybe having to buy a bigger house. So just because it's the holidays doesn't mean that the market's going to stop.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty. Local and area artisans, call us now on the Volunteer Rent-A-Pest Mix line, 614-6499, and nominate your mom or a mom that you love for our Superhero Mom Monday prize. It's a gift basket from Pure Bath, Body, and Mind. Tell you what, Bridget, let's combine this call with another great prize. Oh Yeah, Health and Fitness. Oh Yeah is sponsoring the month of January. We think these two things go together. Of course, we'll have two different winners, but at any rate, you can nominate someone or yourself to win a great grand prize. It's a grand prize every day, though, Bridget.
That's right. Yeah, we're giving away a 1-year membership every weekday in January from our friends at Oh Yeah Fitness Complex here in Cleveland. They are located in the Village Green Town Center, over 30,000 square feet of fitness and fun at Oh Yeah. They also have those great recovery therapies as well, the infrared sauna, also the salt room, cryotherapy, other recovery therapies. That's at Oh Yeah Fitness Complex, again, in the Village Green Town Center. We are giving away a 1-year membership every weekday in January.
Call us now if you'd like to win that or the Pure Bath Body and Mind gift basket for a Superhero Mom today. Both of these prizes will be announced with Dwayne Williams on the Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland this afternoon. But you can call us right now. We'll take calls in the next few minutes at 614-6499, area code 423. That is the Volunteer Rent-A-Pest Mix line. Beautiful gift basket for a mom from Pure. And then somebody is going to win a 1-year membership from Oh Yeah Health and Fitness at the Village Green Town Center. Again, call us. We'll let's put 5 minutes on the clock here at 614-6499.
The Town Squire.
Your TV just isn't as thrilling. It's time to resume play. That means less screen time and more drive time. Strap yourself in, rev your engines. Transport yourself to the places you were meant to go and the people you were meant to be with. At Jaguar, we always adapt to the road ahead, and right now, it requests your presence. Meet you there.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
Go to Bliss and AvedaSpa.com or visit them on North Ocoee Street in Cleveland.
At Anatole Exteriors, we specialize in more than just your building's exterior. We also specialize in building lasting relationships. Our commitment to excellence and ingenuity has made us a reputable company for over 20 years. Whether it be ephes, stone, or panel, when we rep your project, your building becomes one of our very own. Because at Anatole Exteriors, we have the same skin in the game.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And here's your current Vascular Institute temperature.
Friends at Porsche of Chattanooga would love to see you. Steve Sconzo is a general manager. Porsche of Chattanooga is located the Lee Highway exit 7 off I-75. You can shop in person. And Sconzo says, look, of course, Sconzo's a Muppet character, but anyway, he says, look, we're more affordable than what you may believe. He said, do not let the brand name keep you away. He said they're working out deals every day at Porsche of Chattanooga, and you can shop online. Go ahead and do it ahead of time. PorscheofChattanooga.com, PorscheofChattanooga.com, or in person at the brand new Porsche of Chattanooga. Again, that's Lee Highway exit off I-75. And there you go. All right, it is time for the weather. The Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 19 before 9.
Take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
By the way, Roger Pickett and I basically got in a ugly text war yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
About something I can't even talk about, and I hate to do that.
Come on.
I hate to do, and I hate it when people do that. Because, I'm left out of everything. I'm the last to find out everything. But Roger and I had a pretty tense conversation by text yesterday.
Is everything okay now?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be on the Dr. Phil show next week working on our issues.
Here is your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast. We'll have rain likely throughout the day. We could have some snow mix in, a high near 41 and a low of 32 tonight with mostly cloudy skies this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy later, a high near 49 and a low of 24. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 50. Your current Vascular Institute temperature is 35 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 weather forecast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland. Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way. CHI Memorial Medical Group has convenient locations with same-day availability throughout Tennessee and North Georgia. We even do virtual visits. Visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org to find a physician right for you.
Big sports report this morning. Mix 104.1, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Imagine better health. They're listening at Memorial Convenient Care. Bridget, while you've been away, our friend Yvonne Graham was public about her battle with the virus, and she was hospitalized for several days. They asked for prayer for her, but she is back home, and we talked about that last week. She's awesome. A dear, dear friend. Wonderful people. They listen at Memorial Convenient Care. Good morning to Cindy and Perry and Tiffany and everybody else over there at Memorial Convenient Care. They really are wonderful people. Let's begin. It's the NFL playoffs. So the wild card round started Saturday. 3 really good games Saturday. We had, one really good game yesterday. Sadly, though, for Titans fans. Dwayne saying our Titans. You moron. Our Titans, not our Titans.
Tennessee.
A bunch of losers. That's what they are.
Oh.
My Falcons and your Titans. I'm not embracing the Titans.
They had a great season.
If I get another Tighten Up text message, that's the do not win ever list, you morons. Ravens over your Titans, not my Titans, Dwayne. I heard him say that 6:30 this morning. I thought, whose Titans are you talking about? What are you, drunk?
The Tennessee Titans.
My Lord, 20-13, Ravens beat the Titans. Our Titans, we love them, we miss them. Gonna be watching Super Bowl with us everywhere. Titans, well, that's a bad impersonation of poor old Dwayne. Titans finished 11-5. How about Lamar Jackson? They said he couldn't win the big one. Well, guess what? That man ran all over. What is it? Nissan Stadium over there. Good morning, Thomas Williams. Thomas is probably crying this morning. He's a big Titans fan. Our Titans, we're going to miss them. Well, you know what? They're going to be watching the Super Bowl like everybody else. You morons. NFC wildcard. Well, I don't know why I'm so bitter about the Who cares? Who needs them? NFC wildcard yesterday, no surprise here. The New Orleans Saints defeated the Chicago Bears 21-9. I text Kent Smith and Chris Green yesterday, which I don't know why they got my phone number, but anyway. And by the way, I got to qualify this as Kent Smith at Ocoee Middle. The Kent Smith at Bradley is too cool to text me. The Kent Smith at Ocoee Middle is about my speed. I don't even play in Kent Smith's Bradley League. Okay, I mean, that's too cool for me. I understand Coach Smith retired, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's been retired 10 years. I mean, what do you make? It's like Charlie Cogdell. What do you make it official? I mean, I love him, but come on. Well, this medicine I'm on, I need to really watch this. But I said to Kent Smith and Chris Green yesterday that Holden Hartline's flag football team has a better offense, by the way, led by my man Nick Kluss.
Yeah.
My man, he's now over at Eaton, is screaming at me, please never introduce me that way again. They got a better offense than the Bears. Bears are terrible. I mean, they literally but they've been awful all year anyway. It's no surprise. Saints beat the Bears. So that sets up, I mean, what was the highest rated game of the year in the NFL? Saints and Bucks, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, and, you know, Drew Brees and the Saints this Sunday night, 6:40 on Fox. I mean, gosh.
I'll be for the Saints.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the Tom Brady train, man. Dwayne and I. Hey, Dwayne, will you come in here? You need to answer these charges. Our Titans. You moron. Well, I got to come up with a new verbiage.
There's a little bit of a delay back there.
I'm tired of myself. Anyway, I want him to come in and talk about his and my supporting. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Our Titans. Come on in. His and I, him and me supporting Tom Brady, which, you know, Dwayne was all in the tank for Peyton Manning all those years, and now he's on the Brady train.
Yeah, I'm on the Brady train because, like I said the other day, I have a lot of respect for a player late in his career that will go to a team.
Much like yourself.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Kind of went to a team late in my career. And like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, I bring things up. I mean, you know.
Oh, man.
But anyway, it's a thing where you got to respect someone that will go to a different organization, different coaching, everything, change his whole style of play and have success. So you just got to give him kudos. Yeah.
I think it's great, and I hope they beat the Saints. Although probably going to be Drew Brees last year. He's already signed with NBC as soon as he's retired, and looking like, if you follow sports announcing at all, which I do, and Bridget could not even tell you who anything is. That
Hair
is.
plugs. I know him.
Excuse me?
Hair plugs.
Is Howard Cosell, Steve? Is he going to do the game tonight? Anyway, and that is that you got Phillip Rivers, who's probably going to go to Fox, because that's his last game. He was crying after the game. You can't. Come on, shut up. I mean, the Colts should have lost to the Bills. Him crying after the game. I know he's got 15 children, but let's calm down. What are we going to do? You can't cry in the NFL. Come on.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger did as well.
Did he really?
He did.
Because he's out, man. Yeah. He is gone. And we'll talk about that in a second. And then you got Drew Brees already signed with NBC. So when Collinsworth finally retires, they put him out to pasture, you're going to have Brees there with Tirico. And don't get me started. I'll get fired. I'll fire myself, I guess.
You love Tirico, right? That's your guy.
No. Oh, my God. He's a human bobblehead. He's terrible. Good God. And to think he's going to replace Al Michaels, and he's already replaced Bob Costas on the Olympics. That is, painful. Anyway, like I said, so you got Saints-Bucks Sunday night. Bridget is now for Drew Brees and the Saints. So you're for Brady.
I'm still going to go for Brady.
Me too.
I mean,
they're my team.
It's not going to be an easy task for the Bucks to beat the Saints, but
no, of course not.
But I think that Brady can have one of those fourth quarter miracles. We'll see.
Rams-Packers will be Saturday, 4:35 on Fox. And then last night, even Bridget watched some of this apparently. Browns scored 28 in the first quarter, most in the history of the playoffs. Beat the Steelers 45-37, Browns' first playoff win. Jimmy Haslam, the owner. Of course, that's the brother of former Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam. First playoff win since 1994, Dwayne.
That was painful to watch, that first quarter, you know, if you're just a football fan in general. If I remembered right, and going back to Peyton, didn't he not have a Super Bowl game like that several years back?
Against the Seahawks, yeah.
Against the Seahawks, first play snapped over his head, and then 2 or 3 things later, you're down. Very similar.
That's that Super Bowl that was at Giant Stadium. They were worried it was going to get snowed out, if you'll recall. They held that in New Jersey at Giant Stadium. The Super Bowl, which is kind of crazy, it's normally warm weather climate or in a dome. But anyway, yeah, that's exactly
That's what it felt like very early on.
Do we know, though, I left at halftime, do we know how the Steelers, I mean, was that was that as close as it appeared? 45.
I'm shocked to hear you say the score this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of shocked too because when I went to bed, I actually went to bed in the first quarter because I thought 28-0. Surely they can't blow this lead. But I was texting my daughter Ashlyn, and I said I'm going to bed, but they're going to need more than 28 points to win this game, and they did.
Somebody call me 614-6499. If you're listening at 10 before 9, you people probably were up for the game. And maybe finish the game. I'm talking about the Browns-Steelers last night. It's the first ever wild card Sunday night primetime game. They've never done that till this year. So if somebody saw that, can tell us how the Steelers came back and got to within 8 after being down 28-0 and not being the Falcons. Call me on the volunteer Redipest mix line. Maybe Eric Gardner. I'm sure Eric stayed up all night. 614-6499 and let us know. AFC Divisional. Will be the Ravens at Buffalo Saturday night, 8:15 NBC. Browns will go. They get rewarded, get to go play Mahomes and Kansas City Sunday 3:05. Yeah, Sunday 3:05 CBS. That's an amazing story though, and their coach, he was out because of the virus. Kevin Stefanski, he did not coach. All right, here we go, guys. College football national championship is tonight. In Miami, Alabama, Ohio State, 8 o'clock on ESPN, and also going to be on the all of the ESPN networks. It's not going to be on ABC. That'll be The Bachelor. But anyway, Dwayne, what do you make of that?
You know what? I'm going to go out, and I'm going to say Ohio State.
I wasn't down it. I really wasn't down it.
Just because of quarterback play, and he just looks tremendous in the last game. So I'm going to go Ohio State.
Bridget?
I'm going to go with the SEC. Always have to pick the SEC unless it were to be the Gators. I don't think I could ever pick them. But, yeah.
So boring.
I'll go with the Tide.
Yeah, I think Alabama's going to win it, and especially the reports we saw yesterday. Ohio State apparently was undermanned. They would not be specific. Coach Ryan Day would not specify which players are affected by the virus going into the championship game. But matter of fact, they basically did a breaking news report yesterday that, in fact, they were able to play it tonight. It came down to it, but they are going to play at 8 o'clock. Lady Vols over LSU last night, 64-63 on Sunday. High school basketball tonight, Mix 104.1, your home of high school basketball. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, Meigs County at Bradley Central. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30 on this station, and the free Mix 104.1 app, which you can download for free, courtesy of CHI Memorial at mymix1041.com. Well, we've got a brand new segment we're starting this morning, and we're having trouble naming it because I thought of it at about 5:30. Or maybe, well, no, it was probably 6:30. I sent out an email and told everybody we're doing this. And
is it Guess Who's Not at Work Today? Is that what the segment was?
No, it's Austin has come up with a name, and he asked me what I thought of it, and I said it's extremely dull. Yeah. Austin wants to do community health news. I mean,
I like it, Austin.
And it's probably not community. It's probably going to be nationally as well, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I thought Mix 104.1 Health Report, but we'll come up with something. But anyway, I got a couple of stories for you. It's a new segment we're going to do every morning. Anyway, there's a report out this morning as a Chinese tea. Next time you order Chinese takeout, be sure to drink the tea. A new study out of Japan says that drinking 2 cups of Chinese, I'm going to pronounce this, oolong tea, can help burn fat while you sleep. Oh, that's double O long. Oolong, I guess. I don't know. Oolong tea, maybe. Supposedly has more antioxidants than green tea. Contains caffeine, which helps speed up your metabolism and burn fat while you sleep. The study found that this tea continued to work overnight, while caffeine alone did not. Previous reports said that oolong tea, oolong or oolong? You say oolong, I say oolong. Keeps your bones strong, helps lower your heart disease risk. And scientists have discovered a link between vitamins and Parkinson's disease. The researchers found that those who ate foods high in vitamins C and E, like broccoli, spinach, red peppers, had a 32% lower risk of contracting Parkinson's disease. With Parkinson's, the brain does not produce enough dopamine, the hormone that controls movement. It seems that these vitamins counteract molecules that reduce levels of dopamine. So there, broccoli, spinach, red peppers, vitamins C, or take the supplements, vitamins C and E. That is your first ever, the inaugural Mix 1041 Health Report.
Yeah.
Why don't I get Latrice?
All my favorite vegetables. What about you there, Bridget?
Why don't I get Latrice Curry in here and do 3 on your side, or get Tamara Lister, see what she's doing. Tamara started it back in the day, and Paul's leaving. That's all.
Yeah, that's right.
We got to come up with a better name.
Well,
Community Health News.
we'll brainstorm.
I'm sure. I'd like to be in that meeting. Think you need a brain before you can brainstorm again. All right, it's 4 minutes before 9.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Vascular Institute, the area's only comprehensive endovascular vascular specialty center with a special focus on amputation.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
What's up with the Joneses? What do they have that we don't?
They went to Mermaid Mattress and got the best sleep of their lives. Now, they strut.
We gotta go get one of those mattresses.
Do you think their kids wear makeup?
Definitely.
Mrs. Winter's Chicken and Biscuits. It's always the right time for Mrs. Winter's. Serving up the most delicious Southern-style food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Their classically American Southern fried chicken, hot buttery biscuits, and home-style sides can't be beat. Mrs. Winter's on Keith Street near 25th Street in Cleveland. Visit lovemrswinters.com. Don't wait in line. Download the free Mrs. Winter's Chicken and Biscuits app for pickup or delivery.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order go-kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. You probably heard the news. Most dealers don't have any inventory, but at Kia Cleveland, we do. In fact, we've got even more new Kias than I'm comfortable with, so we're rolling them out of here, like 2020 Kia Rios starting at $13,900. That's right, brand new cars starting at $13,900. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
KiaofCleveland.com.
Baskin-Robbins. Scoop it, shake it, cake it.
It's Mermaid Mattress's $1 million mattress clearance. Enjoy deals on nearly all in-stock merchandise, with queen mattress sets starting at just $177. An additional 25% off floor models, and sales tax is on us. Mermaid Mattress.